All right, Rev folks, it is Friday. Time to get after our workout. Here's what I have today. I'm going to zoom in for our strength or our warm up here. We're going to go through it 3 times. We're going to do 20 seconds of high knees, 20 seconds of pump stretching, and 20 seconds of a good morning stretch. Okay, so each round obviously will take about a minute. You're going to go through that 3 times. Okay, so 20 seconds of high knees, 20 seconds of pump stretching, 20 seconds of our good morning stretch, and I'll talk about those in a second. Okay, our workout today is as follows: 20-minute EMOM, every minute on the minute. We did a workout similar to this maybe about a month ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. But what I did was I changed the rep scheme a little bit so that it's not just a total and complete max effort start to finish. Those workouts are great, but sometimes it's kind of nice to have a specific focus, right? Max effort all the time is super duper great, but by that 3rd or 4th time, that intensity is really slowing down. The intent of the workout can sort of start to fall away. So give this one a little bit more structure. Okay, but here's what we have: 20-minute. Every minute on the minute, we have 5 movements, okay? This last round or movement is rest. So you get a full minute of rest today. And then there'll be rounds here where you actually get some rest as well, okay? 25 wall balls. That is a number I'd like to see inside of a minute with about 15 seconds of rest, okay? If you can do 25 wall balls in 30 seconds, great, good for you. That's super awesome. You've earned yourself that rest. Okay, fight for that squat depth, make it look good. 25 wall balls inside of a minute. Next minute is going to be 50 mountain climbers. That should be a pretty attainable number, especially if you count every single one of your feet as one repetition. Feel free to back that off a little bit if you need, 15 to 20 seconds of rest there. At least this one you probably might even have closer to 20 seconds of rest. Okay, sorry, it sounded like something was crashing outside my window. 15 deadlifts. This can be with any object: dumbbell, kettlebell, barbell, slam ball. Something smooth, something comfortable. Should be able to get through 15. This is kind of your rest working round. Okay, so this is really tough. This is not so bad. This is okay. Yep, this is good. I can totally do this. And then wow, max burpees in a minute. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. That minute begins. Bam, as many burpees as you can in that minute. As soon as that minute is complete, rest. Okay. 25 wall balls inside of a minute. If and when you finish, you can rest. If you don't finish, go right into your mountain climbers. Okay, if you need to, adjust the number here so that you can finish and have a little rest. 50 deadlifts, no question, we should have some rest there. Okay, if you have access to a barbell or a really heavy object, that's great, but make sure you can do those 15 deadlifts in about 35 to 40 seconds. You're gonna need that rest to get yourself ready for these burpees. Okay, so think of it as minute 1, minute 2, minute 3, minute 4, minute 5, minute 6, minute 7, minute 8, minute 9, minute 10, minute 11, minute 12, minute 13, minute 14, minute 15, minute 16, minute 17, minute 18, minute 19, and done. Okay? So you're going to go through this 4 total times over the course of 20 minutes. All right? So let's talk about those movements. They're all pretty straightforward, but I want to talk about them a little bit just so we have a clear plan of action. Okay? High knees, those are just done in place. Right? A typical running warm-up, super great movement to get our ankles, calves, toes, everything ready for those burpees. People don't think about how much your toes are getting crunched, especially if you're not wearing shoes at home and working out. The very first workout I did at home, I did burpees, and I did it without shoes on. Ouch, my toes hurt for like 3 days. So shoes, if you can, you're more comfortable working out in shoes for most things than you are not in shoes. So that helps get our feet and all those nerve endings in our feet and the blood flowing ready to go. 20 seconds of high knees, 20 seconds of pump stretching. That's just your upper dog to downward dog pump stretch, and 20 seconds of good morning. Okay, we're not gonna hold the good morning stretch for 20 seconds. That'd be a little intense. A good morning stretch, sometimes you'll have the weight on your shoulders, right? We've done like barbell good mornings or PVC pipe good mornings, or a Romanian deadlift. It's the same movement, just where the object is, okay? So if you have the ability to comfortably put the weight behind you, right, this kettlebell, I kind of hug into my body, bend my knees slightly, hinge forward with a flat back, pause for 2 to 3 seconds, and come back up. Just feel a nice stretch in the hamstrings. You can also comfortably have this out front, pack your shoulders down and back, hinge forward, a flat back. Notice I'm not reaching my shoulders towards the floor. My shoulders stay back. I'm feeling this in my hamstrings, and stand up. You'll get two or three of those, maybe, 3 or 4 of those reps done in the 20 seconds, right? Just hinge forward, pause, 1, 2, come back up. Hinge forward, pause, 1, 2, come back up. For most of us, we'll be reaching at or just below our knee. I don't want you to touch the floor. I don't care how flexible some of you are. That's great, okay? But I want you to be under tension so that weight stays off the floor. Come back up. Float just a centimeter off the floor and come back up. If you can get that low comfortably and feel the stretch, great. Don't touch the floor. Thank you. 20 seconds of each of those 3 times, okay? Workout, 20 minutes, Friday. Go out with a bang. This is a strictly just speed, intensity, but allowing yourself to rest, okay? The wall balls, mountain climbers, deadlifts, all that is just meant to fatigue you, hit every muscle group that we need for the burpees, so that when we get there, we're fatigued, but some part of our body has had the chance to recover in the last 3 minutes, okay? This workout originally was written as max effort of everything. That's great, and there's times for that workout, but we're gonna dial it back a little bit today to get more burpees in at the end, okay? So 25 wall balls. I feel like, Coach Jordan, that's not a doable number for me. I'm like 12 or 15, maybe 20 in a minute, okay, with a few seconds to collect myself to get ready for my mountain climbers. Great. Get through that first round. Use that first round as a marker. So if you're watching your clock in 3, 2, 1, like, that was 22 wall balls, I didn't quite get 25. Perfect. Do 18 or do 20. Do a number you know you can complete and have a few seconds to get to the next round. If you can complete 25 wall balls, great. Quick reminder, wall ball is object in the front rack, squat, and throw. If you do not have a wall ball, which most of you don't, that's fine, you could just grab your object that you have, like a kettlebell, or your dumbbell, or your torpedo, and you could do a thruster for that movement. If 25 thrusters is too many, especially with the weight that you have, just cut it back. We're looking at about 40 to 45 seconds of work here is what we're after. Okay, so if you do the math and you do a wall ball every 2 seconds, which is a pretty average paced wall ball, right? You think I start with my wall ball here, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4. I can transition through those in about 2 seconds or less for most folks, okay? We should be able to get those 25 wall balls done in about 40 to 45 seconds, okay? For thrusters, obviously, the weight kind of staying in position the whole time, you're under tension for longer, that's gonna take a little bit longer. Dial that back to maybe 20 reps. You could do 10 with each arm if you have a single object. If you have a barbell and you wanna do 25 thrusters in a minute, okay, back it off. Make sure you have that 15 to 20 seconds of rest to get ready for the next round, okay? 50 mountain climbers, we're all familiar with that movement. Just make sure that when you're doing that movement, our butt doesn't start crawling in, right? Nice high plank position. Get your reps in. Don't let that butt get nice and hot. Keep your body flat, okay? 15 deadlifts. These are done for form, not for time. Okay, so if this was my deadlift object, I'd make sure my back is not rounded. I'd bring my butt down, pull those shoulders in, back down, touch, and come back up. Okay, 15 reps, you'll certainly have some rest there. At least 20 to 25 seconds. And then as many burpees as you can in a minute, and then you get to rest a full minute, okay? So everything's a minute today. Get your work done. If you need to cut the reps, that's totally fine, except for the burpees. Don't cut reps there. Figure out what a good number is for you to get a little rest, a little transition time into the next round. Okay, a little rest can be 10 seconds or less, okay? When you count it out, it feels like forever. In the middle of a workout, it feels like it's no time at all, but give yourself that 10 seconds, be ready for the next movement, so you can start at 3, 2, 1 and not 10 seconds for the next round, right? Any questions, folks, please let me know. Otherwise, Friday, Purple Wednesday this week, I was feeling purple. Also, have a good week. See you, hopefully June 1st. Thanks, all.